So this is my reflective journal number 2. It is week 5, so I've been doing this for 5 weeks now. And just as a reminder, my behavior change project is on self-care. Just trying to increase it. I originally set my goal as 2 times per week, just doing something for myself and in the hopes to reduce anxiety levels pretty much, and just to be less stressed, and just because I think self-care is really essential, just to take care of yourself, and just gotta take care of yourself. So since the first video and after I think the second week I'm doing a lot better. I am actually engaging in self-care twice a week like I originally planned, sometimes even more. I think the thing that really helped me do this is that I just kind of sat down and I was like, okay, this is really serious. This is something you've been wanting to do for a while, but also now that it's an assignment, it's a little bit more important in my life, which isn't the best reasoning for making the time to do self-care, because it should be about me, but I'm really happy that I am getting the time to do it. I saw a post on Tumblr, blogging website, that says self-care isn't always Lush bath bombs and $20 face masks. Sometimes it's going to bed at 8 p.m. or letting go of a bad friend. It's forgiving yourself for not meeting your impossible standards and understanding that you are worth it. Nonetheless, self-care isn't always a luxury, but a means for survival. And I saw this the other day just when I was just blogging for my own personal enjoyment. And I really liked that, because I think it kind of helped me realize that it doesn't have to be a big deal when I'm trying to engage in these acts of self-care. It really made it more apparent in my mind that it's something very easy I can do. And if I've been staying up late working on homework every single night and waking up really early for classes or to run errands for people, or because I have to go do these different things, that sometimes I just need to say, nope, that's okay, and just go to bed early for myself and sleep in. And I just think it was a really good example. But after I saw that, I kind of saw more little posts like that all over the internet, and it's kind of become some sort of a meme. And so a lot of people are kind of sharing, like, oh, this is what self-care is. This is what self-care is. Like, this is a form of it. And some of it's really funny stuff, like one that I have pulled up says self-care is rolling over and going back to sleep. And that can be a form of self-care, I definitely think. But sometimes it also can't be. It just kind of depends on a person and their own personal issues that they're going through. One of them says, unfollowing people you went to high school with is a form of self-care. And that's a pretty funny one, I thought, because you can often have people that you went to school with who are just kind of meh, and you don't really agree with them, and you only were friends with them because you went to school. And sometimes you don't really need that type of attitude in your life if it doesn't necessarily agree with you. So there's no shame in just unfriending someone. But there was a big one, and it says, exams are coming up, which means self-care is more important than ever. Do not forget the importance of eating a nutritious meal, getting a good night's sleep, taking a nice shower. So that one I think is really helpful for me, because I think I've only got 2 or 3 weeks of class left, and I've just been so stressed in general. And I was like, wow, this is right. Like, I have just been a mess. I haven't really been doing everything. So it kind of made me be like, okay, I need to it kind of put things a little bit more in perspective, more than any of the other ones, just because that one, like, eating a good meal that's just a general thing you should be doing. But a lot of times, especially because I'm a college student and because I am just busy working in classes and family and friends, that I just don't even have the time to eat a healthy meal. So the importance of doing that, and especially that it can be reflective in just the rest of your life. And I know that if I start doing those things better, it'll be easier for me to be, like, I'll just be less stressed and less anxious. So I really like those. So I wrote those down actually in my journal. I've got like a physical journal that I've been writing in. That's how I've been keeping track of my progress. I kind of struggled within the second and the third week to actually write down my behavior changes. I've definitely completed them. However, I haven't really recorded them and reflected on them, which obviously isn't super essential as long as I am meeting my set goals. But I really want to work on this next couple of weeks, the last few weeks, to finish up with not only getting in those behavior changes and getting in those acts of self-care, but also reflecting on them, because I think it'll be better for me at the end of everything just to go back and look at it and see how each one made me feel. And then hopefully I'll just be able to keep it going and implement it even when I don't have this project, I'll keep, nope, I've got to do this. So that's my goal for this. That's how I'm doing.